This is slash and pass or slash or pass. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. This is where we're going to rate the knife out of a scale from 1 to 10 based on our own parameters. Everybody has different parameters. These are our parameters. Let us know what your parameters are in the comments below, especially if we miss anything. But today we will be rating this knife on the fit and finish. The quality of the materials, the build construction, the comfort and usability, the versatility, the value, and the overall scoring at the end. I will have my score. Courtney will also have her score. That will be written on the same paper. We'll go ahead and start this out now. We'll get the paper out of the way. But Billy and Courtney. Draw us a little line. That's the straightest line in the world, Craig. All right. So, I guess we can leave it there if you want to.
That's fine.
Okay. Fit and finish. Go first.
I did. Woo, Lord, sorry, y'all. That was some loud thunder.
We have some dry heat thunder going on, man.
All right, so fit and finish. I'm gonna give like a 6, maybe.
A 6, maybe. What do you think about the fit first?
The fit I like in my hand. I like the fit.
Oh, I think fit.
Oh, fit. It's talking about. Yeah, okay.
Fit is how it's put together. Like
okay,
more of
yeah.
like a. I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand with build
yeah.
construction, but like how it fits in your hand would be more on comfort and usability.
Okay.
So like as far as like how the knife like fits together, like the tolerances and stuff like that. What do you think about?
I'm gonna say about a 5 on that.
Okay, 5 on the fit.
Yeah.
And then the finish is just how like the knife, like the coating on the knife and how smooth. You got any hot spots, stuff like that,
I haven't felt any hot spots on this.
Me neither.
So,
I've got no complaints with the hot spots.
6 or so overall then.
6 or so overall? Yeah. Okay. Okay, fit. I'm going to give it a 3. I think at this price point, like just in comparison to other stuff, you could find things that are better fitted, like with tighter tolerances and stuff like that, or whatever. I mean, like I'm speaking of tolerances, like I know what I'm talking about. When it comes to building knives, I don't. All I know is like you pick up some knives, and the tolerances seem to be nice and tight, and that might not be what they're shooting for. They might be shooting for loose tolerances, but the knife doesn't feel extremely solid. It doesn't have any blade play or anything. I just don't. Maybe it's just the aesthetics. Whenever I'm going to maybe I don't want to put it through a lot because of how it looks. So that could be me. So let's do bump that up to a 4 on fit. I wish there was a liner on both sides. That's neither here nor there. There's just a liner on one side. So like you're feeling the blade rub against the G10 on one side, and you're feeling it how like it's kind of smooth on one side and it's kind of weird on the other. Is this on phosphor bronze washers?
I could not find that information.
No information on that. I'm gonna assume it's on ball bearings actually. Yeah.
Ceramic ball bearings.
Yeah. Right. So I'm gonna assume it's on ball bearings, and that's fine. I mean that's becoming an industry standard, and it's hard to get above that. I am a phosphor bronze apologist. I do prefer phosphor bronze over ball bearings myself, but there's no denying that ball bearings that are kept well are, great performers. All right, quality of materials. Oh, okay, so fit and finish overall for me, I don't have any kind of problem with the finish whatsoever, so I'm going to have to I'm going to throw an 8 at that. I had a 5 for the... A 4. Okay, so 6 overall for me too.
All right.
Quality of materials. You got D2, and you got G10, and you got a steel liner, and a steel pocket clip.
It's just kind of.
Yeah.
Right down the middle, average.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a 5.
Okay, 5. I'll be a little tougher on it. It's you can get petrified fish, with the same stuff, maybe even a little bit better fit for $20 cheaper. So I say quality of materials. I'm gonna go with for the price point, quality of materials for the price point. I will go with A 5. Oh, I guess I'm, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, never mind.
Okay.
Build construction.
This is where a lot of that same issues I have with the fit are going to come into play.
Yeah.
Like, I think there should have been a little more thought into whatever is causing that. Every time you open it, close it.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm not really hearing it. I'm feeling it. You know,
Yeah,
like
I can feel it too whenever it's in my hand.
I can't hear the noise, but like right here before you get to the detent. And I don't think that's going to transfer onto the camera,
won't.
but it does. It feels like it's got sand in it. You know,
Yeah.
like at this point right here, like.
Yeah. That's the sound that
Yeah.
goes along with the feel.
And that's just the detent running. You know, like that's just the detent. Yeah, because it's not touching the liner on either side. You can see that on the camera here. Like it's on those ball bearings. It's not, you know, like the steel is not touching. It's not, you know, it's not making contact with the G10. So it's just the detent. But it feels grimy, man. I don't know if the track isn't like machined well or something, but it feels grimy. Build construction though, like it doesn't feel like it's gonna fall apart.
No.
I think I'm being a little hard on the build construction myself because like it doesn't look like something I could trust my life with. But obviously, I'm not going with the 10. You know, like when there's T20 and T10 options out there, and they decided to go with 6s and 8s, and that, hey man, like they, you know, there's a lot of other knives out there.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give the build construction a 7.
I mean, I'm probably gonna be somewhere around that same ballpark this time. I do like the jimping they put on it and crap, and that takes some, like, that goes into the build
Yeah.
of it.
I like the multiple deployments as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not really got anything to do with the build construction, but
Yeah. Okay.
comfort and usability. Usability, you got 2 methods of deployment. You got the thumb studs, and you got a flipper tab, and it reverse flicks just fine. The thumb flicks just fine. There's like absolutely no issues. We could have went on Blade Center and the build construction, but I'm not having, you know, and the Blade Center is perfect, by the way. Like it's all this stuff like really comes to it's a standard now. Like comfort and usability.
It is comfortable in my hand. There's not any hot spots that.
No.
Like, I love the jimping on it, which is.
I almost got a full hand grip there, you know, like, and which is kind of unique, you know, for my size hands. I don't have the largest hands in the world, but can we zoom out a little bit?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, I don't have the largest hands in the world. I think they're 4 1/4 across, but like you know, like I've got a squeeze, but I don't have a problem holding.
And for me, like, of course, I've got some room left. But comfort and usability, I think for everything I would do with it, I wouldn't have a problem using it. Once I get past
I don't think you
the
would
grittiness. So I'm gonna give it an 8 on comfort and usability.
Comfort and usability, man. I am gonna like. I'm gonna give it a 9. I like the fact that it has 2, you know, methods of deployment for most hands. It's going to be, you know, more than enough. It is comfortable. It will be very usable with all the jimping that it does have. Like if you have large hands and the pinch grip and all that stuff. I mean, like I believe the usability is going to be like probably a 10, and the comfort I can't really find much wrong with either. But I'll probably give it a solid 8. So like I'm going to give it an overall score of a 9.
Versatility. Yeah, you should be able to use this in most applications other than like real hard chopping.
Oh
Like
yeah.
the blade shape and
Chopping
all.
with a pocket knife.
No, that's what I'm saying. So like blade shape, you shouldn't have a whole lot of issues doing just about anything with it.
No, I mean it's probably not the most versatile blade style, blade shape. Like even though I do love a good clip point, I do. I mean, like I won't dock at any points for me being a clip point, but the drop point is way more versatile. But that's that's neither here nor there. But that the clip point's not it's not an unusable blade by any means. I wouldn't
Right.
stab a tire with this knife. You know what I
Gotcha.
mean? But that's but like you want a spear point or a drop point to do that. You want something with a nice it comes to a nice
Yeah.
fine point. Versatility though, as far as the whole knife goes, man, I think women, men, and jobs that you're going to be finding yourself into, man, just minuscule pocket knife task,
And non-invasive,
Yeah.
like or offensive, non-offensive.
it's very non-offensive. You could definitely carry this in the office and be okay. Like you guys know me. I'm not exactly in an industrial environment, but at the same time, like I'm my own supervisor, and I'm pretty much just around me all day. I do end up, having to talk to customers on their
Premises.
Their premises.
docks.
Sometimes, I'll be carrying something in which I leave my knife in the car. Like just because I might not want them to see a skull hanging out the side of where's my Chavez? I don't even know where that thing's at. Oh, it's in my pants. Okay, but that's in my pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in my pocket. Yeah, versatility.
I'm gonna say a 9.
Yeah, I'll give it a 9.
I think it can be used in many different places and different applications. Value.
This is gonna be you go first.
All right. Whenever I picked it up, I want to say it was like $45.50, something like that at Blade Show. I don't think it was the full $60 price they have listed on the website. I didn't see a problem with the value whenever I was picking it up. Like it seemed good enough for a $45-$50 knife.
Yeah.
But I do know now after having it, there's definitely knives in that same ballpark that do have a much better fit and finish. And that's the biggest thing on the value of this one. Like, once again, it's kind of like beating a dead horse, but that fit and finish, that grindy, gritty feel just depletes the value of this knife to me.
It takes a little bit away from the confidence of using it.
Right.
Okay.
So, I'm probably gonna go 6 or 7. I'm gonna say 6. There's a lot of better feeling knives out there in that same same range.
Okay. Value, I'm gonna go a different direction than what you went with. It was like the first thing that was coming to my mind is just the choices that you have. It's a QSP. Like, so it could be it could be a QB, it could be a QSP, it could be a petrified fish, a Civivi, Kaiser. They're like you really this knife doesn't stand out to me. Like it fits right in the middle. There's nothing bad about it, and there's nothing great about it.
Yeah.
It's just a mass appealing fad knife, in my opinion. I am grateful that the company offers non-sprinkle versions of the knife, and and just and solid black knives or whatever, and there are designs that they have that do stand out a little bit more to me, like the Salem. But this knife right here, it feels very safe, and there's a lot of safe knives you can get that are gonna cost a little less with the same materials. So value, man, I am going to stick that thing at a 4. At the $60 price point that it's going to cost you to buy it. Let's pull our averages and we'll be right back with you. Okay, our values come back with an average of mine being a 6.6 and Courtney's being a 6.8, and that's not a bad spot for a budget knife to land. Like, I mean, it's right there in the middle. That's what they were shooting for. They weren't shooting for premium. They were shooting for mediocrity, and mediocrity score is what they get. Like from us. I don't think they were trying to break ground. I don't think they were trying to reinvent the wheel with this knife. So
Right.
I think this knife is supposed to just be a knife, like that's available in their catalog, and there's nothing wrong with that. If that's the kind of stuff you chase it. I don't think you'll be disappointed, especially if you're the type of person that likes to collect mediocrity. Then this will fit in right well with your collection. You got any final thoughts?
No,
Thanks for watching. We will catch you on the flip side.